Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. And you can always find us on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny. And you can also find us on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Today I wanted to do some bunting, and I wanted to do some fabric, and I wanted to do some paper. I think what I'm going to do is, I thought I would show you the paper first, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do the fabric first, and so I can move that out of the way and I won't get glue on it, hopefully. So I was wanting to make some bunting for 4th of July, and I've made bunting for all kinds of things in the past, baby showers, birthdays, things like that. But I had some leftover fabric from a quilt that I had made my grandson, so I thought, I'm going to go ahead and make some bunting. So what I did was I just took a strip for the base, this right here, the tie. You may recall that I use the painter's tarp for everything, and I really like to take a strip off if it's leftover. I like to take a strip off the bottom, and I like to keep the hem. And oftentimes I'll use the hem for something like this. But today I wanted it to be a little bit more rugged. So I just took, I don't know, I didn't even measure, maybe 3/4 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, and I just ripped it around. And I'll keep this nearby because I'll probably add to the bunting, like I'll sew the ends together to keep going on. Probably where I sew the ends together, I'll put one of the flags, the little pendants on there. Okay, so basically what I did was, I'll just kind of show it to you here, and I've got strings probably everywhere from sewing. And I'm not finished with this. I just wanted to show it to you while I'm working on it. Basically, I just cut triangles of different red, white, and blue, and sewed them on, and I left myself about 4 inches in between the points. And then I just took some tablecloths that are really a wreck, and that I use in junk journaling, and I just cut out a few things from those, and I put them in the middle there. Some of these long things I'll cut off, but really the littler ones I'm not going to be concerned about because it is going to be kind of rugged. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, some ribbon, lace, different things like that, rickrack, maybe, go across somewhere on there. I thought this would be cute to go across. Once I get done, I'll show it to you. Probably finish it today, hopefully, if I don't run out of things, if I don't run into other things to do. But things like that, I'll probably put little ditties on it. And usually we have a big crowd for 4th of July. We kind of take turns every other year having a crowd and not having a crowd, because it's Joey and my anniversary as well. So we like to kind of get away, even if just day trips, we'll get away on the other years. But this year we are going to go ahead and have some people over. Not a very big crowd, but I thought, you know what, I still want to decorate, so I wanted to make this bunting. Now, I'll probably either put this bunting inside around our dining room. We have some French doors that go into our dining room. Maybe hang it at that opening. Or I may put it outside on our covered porch. Obviously, it's not going to be weather resistant or proof in any way. But I think it might look cute out there too with the other, things that we're going to put out. Now, if you wanted, you could use, I think this is kind of a neat idea. You can get like red, white, and blue or 4th of July style picnic tablecloths, the kind that are plastic on both sides, or you could go to the fabric department and get some of that plastic tablecloth usually will sell it by the yard. You could get that. And then you could make your pennants out of that. And then it would be a little bit more water resistant. As far as what you might use for this outside, you could take a long strip of that tablecloth material and just sew or glue directly to that. Or maybe your burlap twine might be an option for you, and you may find something else that you want to use. So that's the 4th of July one I'm working on, and I just wanted to show you how I make those. This is a square, a couple of squares. Let's see, nope, just one square from the quilt that I made. I just fold it in half. On this particular one, I kind of wanted them all the same size, but I don't always do that, and I'll show you that in a second too. So I just fold it in half, take the corner of the fold up to the points, and then I just draw myself a line, and then I cut it. Now, I didn't do this on the few that I've done so far, but you could easily cut it with pinking, or like this is a, what is this? Crimping? Oh, I've lost my word. And then you have that. So that gives you that. Then you have these little leftovers. So I have a ton of those leftovers. And I definitely am not going to let them go to waste. But as you can see, they're not a symmetric triangle, and that's okay. You don't have to have it that way. You can just mix and match. And so if I decided not to, make these symmetric, what I would do is overlap here and there, just so that I would still have points coming down. Recognizable points that weren't kind of wampusy looking. So, and you don't have to go out and buy fabric. You can use fabric from, if you have some denim that, you've been wanting to use, you can do that. You can use shirts that you no longer wear and cut up, ribbons, whatever you want to do. You can cut lace and make these. So anyway, so that's an idea for you. And, if you wanted to go ahead and make one. Now, here's one that I made for a party. Remember, we had that birthday party not too long ago for my daughter. And it was yellow, blue, and pink. Okay, so let me get some of this out of the way. So here's one. All I did was I took baker's twine. I don't know if you can see that. And then I just tied loosely, I tied little baker's twine things. I tied gingham, sari silk, just whatever I could find in this studio. And it's adorable hanging. It's hard to see, but it's really, really cute hanging. And it stores pretty good, so you could use it again, It's really cute. So you could do that with your red, white, and blue if you have some scraps. So I could even do that, with the scraps that I have here. I could just cut strips, and they don't have to be perfect. They can be odd shaped, different lengths. And then that might be too small, but that'd be cute for a small pennant. So, and then just, tie those around. You could also use, if you have like, let's say, some seam hem, what am I trying to say? I don't know what's going on with me today. What is this? Seam binding, hem binding. And then you could just tie that. Or sew, your little triangles on. So this would be cute, even just, even if you don't want to have a long one draped around the house, you could do a small one and just put it on a lamp, and then you know, put a little mason jar with some daisies in it with it. It'd be cute. So there you go. And again, you can put like little pieces of lace and different things with that. All right, so I'm going to move some of this out of the way and show you what I'm making for journals. Okay, get some of this out of the way here. All right. Same principle. And, oh, I don't want to forget to show you these. I'm going to do that real quick. It's kind of out of sequence, but not like one of those things that doesn't make sense. But remember the other day we did the faux leather, and then we came back and I showed you the pages. Well, I made little envelopes out of some of them. This one, as you can see, I put that, oh, what is that called? Nouveau drop. Put those on this one. There's a stamp there and a stamp here. Turned out really fun. So yeah, I wondered what I would do with these, and I just couldn't think of anything past making little envelopes. I did make a couple of little book covers. I'll put some paper in here. I just sewed around it. This a little book cover, just sewed around it. This is a bigger envelope that I made for my pen pals, so the next letter I send, I'll send it in this one. They smell so good. my studio still smells so good. Okay. All right, I wanted to show you those. All right, back to business, back to business. So I did cut out some little pennants to show you, and basically how I did it, and you just can do it in different lengths. This one is this, so I'll turn it this way. This one's this. And so basically what I do is I just move that out of the way so you can see a little bit. I just cut whatever length I want, because these aren't going to be, you know, extremely even. I'm just cutting different lengths. I have a little extra here I'll put over there. And then what I'm going to do on this is I'm going to take these scalloped, there's the word, I got it, scalloped. And I'm just going to go from the, I'm going to hold it down at the bottom, but I'm going to call this the top, but I'm going to hold it at the bottom. And I'm going to go to the middle. And then back up to the middle. So it's a little crookedy. That's fine. I'm going to do the same here. Of course, you could definitely, you know, measure and make it very exact, you know. These are really fun to make, like if you're making a birthday card and you want to put some of these on there. Do that. It's fun. Adds a little bit of texture too. So basically you're just going from the top point to the middle, and then see here how it leaves all of these. You could use those, you know, like we did with the other one too, with the fabric. You can make those, so we'll put those over here. Okay, so kind of like when I'm making ruffles, I use the branding strip from scrapbook paper. I'm gonna just use that to make the paper ruffle. I'm gonna set that over here and grab some glue paper. Oh, and I think I got my ink out. I think I'm gonna ink those. I think that'd be pretty. See how it goes. And let's see. Since most of my pages are 8.5 inches long, because like I was thinking this would be fun to, instead of putting your ruffle or a tab or whatever like that on the side of your page, you could maybe do this. So what I'll probably do is measure out 8.5 inches on this thing before we add these little triangles in. You could also use these I couldn't see these. You could also use these, you know, to decorate your pockets or the top of a tag or something. I'm also wanting to experiment with I want to sew them together. You could just chain them together like you do fabric or your snippets and stuff. I was thinking what I might do is sew some together, and then where you have 2 pages in a journal, string one on each side, and that way when the person opens that page, maybe these would kind of, you know, kind of pop a little bit. It'd be fun. I haven't done that yet. All right, let's go with, there's my ruler here. Let's look at 8.5. About right there. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of butt them up a little bit like that. I think I'm going to see what it looks like here in a second. Might have to go over just a little bit, leave a little bit of a space. Okay. And then I'll put these inside and see what that looks like. I'm just checking to see, is this going to work? And I do believe it will. I think that's going to be cute. All right, let's give it a glue down. We'll put these here. And on mine, I left the top straight. I knew I would need the help remembering which is the top, because the other part is supposed to be, you know, a little longer. Some of mine didn't come out that way because I didn't measure any of the paper things. Okay. I hope everybody else is having a really good day. I'm having a great day. It's very warm. You can tell summer is on its way. I had the grandchildren this morning, and that was fun, always, and didn't really do a whole lot, but, you know, visited and watched. They're watching some little Martian show. I don't know what it is, but it was kind of funny. I sat with them for a little bit, but I had a couple of shirts that I needed to alter the sleeves because I'm so short. The sleeves are always so long on me, so I did that while they were entertained. Okay. Oopsie. And again, like, you could even put string here if you wanted to. be cute, but I didn't even grab any. And it's funny, so like for instance, if you have scrapbook paper that really isn't your thing, it's funny when you cut them like this, how different they look. I think anyways. I think it looks... Okay. Now, where is a piece of paper? Do I have anything here to show you? Sorry, I'm not very prepared with that. Here. And I might even move it in. Let's see. What would that look like? In a signature. It looks fun, but it's going to be a little bit pokey. Might put it down or even put it close to the, you know, glue it on before or after you put your signature in. But I think it's neat. I think it's going to be fun. So you could glue it, of course, directly to the paper, but if you wanted to make a bunch up, you know, ahead of time, you could just use your branding strip. Let's see what it would look like on one of these. I kind of like it to be an odd number. That's kind of okay. Let's put it there. Might as well. I'm going to use some of this again, since this paper that we did is very slick. We'll use a little bit of Fabri-Tac. And I want to get, oopsie. Oh boy. I want to get odd numbers on here, so we'll be cutting a little bit of it off. Okay, let's see. I think it's funny. It almost, if you had eyes up here, it almost looks like I don't know, like a monster or something. Make his mouth in there. That'd be funny. How much would we need to take off to make it a monster face? Just a little bit. I'm going to try it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe my grandson will like it. Whoopsie. Oopsie. Must not have hit the glue. Uh-oh. Oh, good grief. All right, well, let's try... Let's see, this would go in the middle. This way. Where's another... Do I have another one of those? All right, we're going to have to improvise. Oh, boy. This was the one that was on the end. Let's put this one down because I know it goes there, or can go there. So we go from making little bunting to making a monster mouth. Go with the flow. May have to chisel those teeth down just a smidge. All right, I thought I had another one of those. There it is. Well, what in the world? How'd that go? Oh, that's what I cut off. So this one went over here. All right, well, let me get his teeth back on here. Don't want to take too much off. Well, it's not perfect, huh? That's for sure. But I think it's still cute. Now I've got a glue disaster over here. What a day, huh? But I hope you'll try. I hope you'll try the bunting. I know I've gotten off the beaten path here, but I hope you'll try it and go to our Facebook page, Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House, if you try it and you make some, and post what you made. We'd love it. I know everybody else would. I appreciate those that post their journaling stuff too. Sometimes it's just in the comments of whatever the post was. So you may have to kind of, you know, scroll through that type of thing. We don't have a lot of people yet on Facebook. We'd love to, because I'd love to, you know, have you share your ideas and all of your things. Look at that. What a mess. Okay, I'm going to cut these teeth down a little bit. That's different. It's this one. I think it's funny. I think it would be best if I went ahead and glued the whole thing. You know, these upper ones down. Okay, well, we did some paper, fabric, and we've done some teeth here. I think we've covered it all. I'm not concerned too much about this Fabri-Tac stringing and getting a little bit, because you know how that'll just rub right off as soon as it's dry. It just rubs right off. Okay, this will be fun to put something for my grandson in. Still a little bit of a peak there. I wonder if I can I wonder if I would be able to draw eyes. Drawing eyes. You know who the artist is in the family, right? That's not coming out. Must have gotten stuck. Okay. All right, well, there's our monster. I'll write a note and give it to my grandson. He'll think it's fun. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Hope you try the bunting and, you know, whatever your celebration is. Again, they're great for birthdays, and you can, you know, wrap them up in just tissue or something and put it in for the next party. I actually made one in the colors of someone's nursery, and then we did the baby shower, and once the baby shower was over, I just let her have it, and she hung it like over the door. We're out of reach, of course, of a child, for sure. I think she hung it over the door, somewhere like that. So it is a nice, you know, add-on gift too. Hey, there's that other one. Oh, well. Okay, thanks everyone. We pray blessings over you every day, and we just want you to know that you're so loved. So thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.